My name is Tiara Westbrook, and this is something I would wear to a job interview. Um, Normally, I wouldn't do a lot of bright colors. I'll probably stick with something neutral, tans, blues, grays. I don't really like to do it too boring. I may do something like a purple or like a royal blue, but I typically won't go too crazy like orange or something like that. I may do like a dark green or no reds or anything like that, unless it's like an accent in the shirt. I definitely did not do too much makeup. I'm not really a makeup girl anyway. If I do makeup, I will do a lip gloss, probably a little bit of mascara, but I wear glasses on a regular, so the mascara is like, you know, what's the point? Um, but yeah, I'll probably just do a little bit of lip gloss, as you can see, for the makeup. Not too much. It's typically my everyday makeup if I'm going anywhere. Accessories for interviews, I typically don't like to do too much like the bangles, bracelets, or anything like that. So if it's not just a watch, it'll probably just be one thing like this. I would never really take this off. So, or again, my watch. I did just do just pearl earrings. It'll either be that or small pendants, diamonds, or anything like that. I don't do hoop earrings on interviews. Nothing big. As far as my shoes, sorry, these are the shoes. Just regular black heels, not too high, nothing over about 2.5 inches, or I will do flats, but I like to do a small heel for interviews as well. That might be about it. Oh, if I like skirts, I love skirts. If I do a skirt, it's definitely coming below the knee, nothing above the knee, and I'm probably gonna wear some type of stockings or something like that underneath. And that is it for my attire. Let's get into the information of the interview, what it would be. Okay. All right. So for this interview, I'm assuming this is like a mock interview. So, but this is something that I've actually been a position I have been interested in the past. So, a position that I actually went for and I got, but I just didn't take for financial reasons. Okay. So this position, I decided it would be for Detroit Public Schools, and would be for Coffee Middle School, unfortunately, which is no longer open. And the position title is behavioral intervention specialist. And the description of this position is a behavioral specialist is someone that brings professional behavior support to educational environments, and they assist teachers and parents with training that is specific to changing maladaptive or negative behaviors into behaviors that are more appropriate and functional for classroom settings. People typically associate behavioral specialists with like a person of a disciplinary figure, like an in-school disciplinary figure. So this position is very interesting because it's very risky, and it requires a lot of skill. And from the state as well as the school board. So for me, in the research I've done with this position, because it's new, it hasn't always been. This position hasn't always been in the school districts. I did do a little bit of research before. If this was an interview, I did a little bit of research. This position was created in the late 2000s, and then in the early 2000s. It was designed in the late 90s, and it was put into place in the early 2000s, and it has become more popular in the classrooms and in every school district today. So the two questions I put together for this position, which is so many questions because this is, like I said, this is a very interesting position that requires a lot of training because you're going to get a various amount of students that need assistance. So my two questions. First question: what category or categories of students have the highest need for behavioral intervention services? For example, are they special needs, autistic? Do they have mental health disabilities like bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, bullying, or parenting issues? Which of those categories have the highest need for the behavioral services? That way I could better design my plan to fit the needs of the school, because I know each school has a different dynamic. Each school has a different demographic of students that have different needs. So if I know, what kind of students you have that have the most needs, I could better alter my plans for helping the school. Next question: what trainings are offered and required, and how often? And it's a part 2 to this question. And also, does the school board require the person in this position to only follow a specific curriculum, or am I allowed to be creative with my agenda? I think that's extremely important, especially for this type of position, because again, a behavioral interventionalist specialist or a behavioral interventionalist is looked at as more of like a disciplinary person, in school disciplinary person. So discipline has drastically changed over the years with students, and there are so many things that could cause me to lose my job, have legal charges against me, and things like that. So I want to know, verbally and in writing, what are my limitations? What are my expectations? Am I able to, have my own creativity as to how I assist each student when it comes with their problems, depending on what that problem is, or is there a strict and standard method that the school board wants me to follow, and nothing outside of that? I just need to know that in black and white, and that way I can better I could better suit the needs of the school, and everybody will be comfortable and happy because I will follow every policy to the T at all times. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.